Hi, this is Mommy and your Mommy Negosyo. And in today's video, I want to share with you my answer to the question, how can I find the perfect customer for my small business? Isn't that a common question? That was a question asked by Luningning in our mentoring call. So before I forget, if you have not done so, please hit the like and subscribe buttons below so that you will know right away. You'll be notified when I answer more questions like this, okay? Let's get back to my answer to Luningning's question, which is simply put in her own words is, how do I target the right customer for my business? Luningning has a small online shop and she sells handcrafted jewelry. Okay, she would put beads together and create beautiful jewelry. So she's talented, very artistic, but she's unsure about who would love her jewelry. Who can she sell the jewelry to? She came to me because she believed I could help, knowing that I too have been in the jewelry industry. Although I am in the fine jewelry industry, it's more or less about accessories and we have some common problems and also common solutions. I have helped a lot of women and she was confident that I could also help her. So I talked to her about one of my clients, Maria. But Maria was not in the jewelry industry. She has a pastry shop. So what I always do is whenever I see somebody with some business problems, I share with them some of the successes that I have so that they can find parallels between their business and the business of another businesswoman. And they'll be able to eventually solve their own problems by themselves. I do not want people to be always relying on me because I will not always be around. So what did Maria do? The first thing I did was to tell her, okay, tell me about your product. Because the first tip is that she has to really understand her product very, very well. So Maria listed what made her pastries special. She once thought they were just like any other pastry in the market. But then she realized that, wait, based on her customers' feedback, her pastry was not as sweet as the others. And she also had unique Filipino flavors. So that was why her customers liked her pastry. And this realization, this feedback from customers made her very proud of herself. The next thing that she thought of is, okay, who are the people who would prefer sweet treats but are not as sweet? A lot of people like really, really sweet pastries. But Maria thought that, well, maybe there are health-conscious people, health-conscious customers who might prefer her brand of pastries. When she thought about that, she became very excited. So what she did was she observed her regular buyers. She would stand there in her store, talk to some of the buyers, and she found out that her number one customer was moms. And many moms like giving her pastries to their children because they feel that giving them things that are not as sweet will not develop that extra sensitive sweet tooth that they will have if they are accustomed to sweet stuff. So that feedback also made her very, very happy and very, very appreciated. So she gave out samples. At first, she told me, Mommy I'm scared that if I give out samples, I might lose a lot of money. But what happened was the more she gave out samples, the more people started buying from her after tasting them. So that success amazed her a lot. Finally, what she did was to ask her friends for feedback. She felt that she had really, really, really true friends who would give her negative feedback. But even though she was scared of hearing those negative comments, she was open to learning. So her friends gave her kind and helpful advice and also some negative feedbacks. But this time, Maria was already confident in her own product, confident in herself, that she felt really, really supported. So that was the tip number one that I gave her. So tip number two is to research now potential customers. I already talked about her talking to potential customers, watching the people buying them. So what she did was Maria invested time online to see what people were saying about pastries. She was curious about what customer loved and what they did not. She took a quick look at her competitors as well. Now it was tough seeing so many other pastry shops as her competitors. But then by checking out their Facebook profiles, by checking out the feedback there, she was able to learn a lot about what made her own pastry shop stand out. And this knowledge made her more confident of herself and her products. She also surveyed. She went and checked out her loyal customers. She stalked them on Facebook and then she really talked to them as well, messaged them and asked them questions, even though she was really very nervous about asking questions. She was surprised that her customers were very eager to help. So the answers that they gave made her understand what they loved about her pastries. She tried out also special promotions because she would want to find out if promos really work. At first, she was scared. She thought maybe nobody would be interested in my promos. But then she found out that many people came for the deals that she had because these were one-time deals and these were fun-filled deals. So she gave them deals and they stayed and became her customer after the deals ended. So they stayed because they loved the taste of her pastries. So finally, what I did was I asked her to start to join online groups about pastries. So she listened and she learned a lot about what customers wanted and what people in her industry were doing. Learning from Maria's story, we see the importance of truly knowing what we offer and who might want it. If Maria can find her perfect customers and grow her business, Luningning and many other women like you can also do that. Was that helpful? If that was helpful, please let us know what other business questions you have, okay? So, if that was helpful and you want more business tips, then click the link in the description below to sign up for my weekly newsletter. And you'll get free access to exclusive insights, private questions and answers, and inspiring episodes delivered from my heart to yours straight to your inbox. This is Mommy N, your Mommy Negosyo, saying, be business-minded, Pinoy.